How long are these homes sitting on the market? I had to triple check my numbers this morning because I'm looking at the past 7 days. And if you're interested in learning about real estate here on the Central Coast of California, you're going to want to stay tuned, including the second half where I go over the new listings that are here on the Central Coast of California. And by the way, if we haven't met yet, my name is Denise Dresbach and I'm a California licensed real estate agent. I am currently located in Morro Bay. Let's take a look at this information because the closed data is the one that really caught my eye. Okay, we're going to jump right in because we don't have time to waste. It is October 27th, 2025, and if you are thinking about buying a home before the end of the year, it is getting to the point where you need to get serious. So I am taking a look at these numbers here, and I will say really quickly, the weekend was jam-packed here on the Central Coast. There was the Cayucos Car Show and the Witches and Warlock Paddle, which is always a fun event. You can watch all the witches paddling around in the bay here in Morro Bay. So if you were there, comment below and let me know what you thought, and I'll be sure to share some images and videos that I took while I was out there. All right, now let's get to business. The active number of coastal properties, and when I say coastal, Cayucos, Morro Bay, Los Osos, Cambria, and the southern areas like Pismo Beach, Avila Beach, Arroyo Grande, Oceano, and Grover Beach. Active number right now, 256. The prior update, because we do this every week here on the Monday Market Snapshot, 254, so that's basically flat. Our active number is just kind of staying the same. And price changes, that's very similar as well. There were 21 price changes, mostly reductions. And prior week, there were 27. For new and active, that went down a little bit. So I'm seeing 25 new listings that came on the market. Not my personal listings. These are across the entire coastal locations that I mentioned. 3 of those are coming soon. We're going to talk about those in the second half, and we'll go over, I'll do a little screen share, and you can see what has come up in the past week. And then pending and under contract, that number jumped down to 18. Last update, 29. So that was a big jump, and we never have seen anything like that in the past updates that I've been doing since, I think I've been reporting on that one since about March. Now, closed, there were 17, and that number went up a little bit, which makes sense because we had so many pending. Eventually, those have to close, and so there were 17. And of those 17 closed, the days on market, cumulative days on market, median is 80 and the average was 89. I have never seen that in this whole year when I have been reporting on this. So some of those older listings are finally getting closed. And one of them I think was like 261 days in Arroyo Grande. There was another one that was 200 something. So you can see how that number is way up there at 80 for median and 89 days on average. So that's the big story today. And, just to give you an example, the prior updates, there were median was 9 days, 18, 22, 27. So you can see how that number really caught my eye. And I had to go in there and run it a couple of times and make sure I was looking at this correctly because I thought, wow, that is a huge number. Either way, it's nice to see that some of that older inventory is getting sold, but there is still more. You have that 256 active numbers. And if we take a look at the median price, that was $1,150,000. So that number has gone up for those 17 closed in the past week. Now, looking at SLO County, the entire county as a whole, there are 679 active properties, and that is basically the same as my last report, 678. That's flat, and same goes for price changes. There were 65 last week. So if we take a look at the canceled, the total withdrawn, hold, expired, and canceled, there were 23, and 9 of those were canceled. So go back and recheck some of those properties that you favorited. And, if there's anything that you want to talk about, if you want to see some of these homes or just kind of talk about your plan, whether you're looking to buy or sell by the end of 2025, or maybe you're just ramping up for 2026 once the holidays are over, I'd love to chat with you. You can find all my contact information, description, comment, and somewhere on the screen. Also, make sure you're subscribed because we do this every week. Okay, now let's talk about those new listings next. Okay, here we are. We have the entire coast for the Central Coast here in San Luis Obispo County, and I have to make a few statements. One, these are not my listings. These are all provided by CRMLS. It's the California MLS that I belong to. This is a public link that I will also share in the description that you can click on and see the similar view. And these are all listings provided by other agents and brokerages, not mine and not me. So we got that out of the way. Now we're going to start up at the top here in Cambria. So up at the top, it looks like there are 4 homes, and these are new listings from the past week. Today is October 27th, 2025. So let's start at the top here. It looks like there is one here, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 1,149,000, and it's a coming soon, but it's going to be available to tour this week. And this home says it is Ocean View Cottage, and this is located in Happy Hill. Just so you know, I do have a Cambria playlist, and I have a few videos that show like a map tour, and then I also drive around the neighborhoods. And so if you want to see that playlist, I'll definitely link it to this video. So 3-bedroom, you got 1 full, 1 3/4 bath, over 1,000 square feet. Looks like you've got a garage there, and you are in Happy Hill with some beautiful, happy ocean views. Nice deck off the front here, looking out to those views. And so 1,149,000. If this one looks interesting to you and you want to hear more or check it out, definitely give me a call, text, or email. Coming soon, October 29th is when we can take a look at that one. So that's Happy Hill over in this location. If I zoom in a little bit so you can kind of get the gist, you can see Moonstone Beach Park to the left here is the Pacific, and you're real close to West Village as well. Okay, so now if we back up a little bit and we go down the way, it looks like there's 3 in this general area, and you've got Marine Terrace, Lodge Hill, Top of the World. Those are the different neighborhoods in this area, and the big green here is Fiscalini. So let's start here by the water. $995,000 for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. This one's over 1,600 square feet, and this is going to be your Marine Terrace neighborhood, 4 bedrooms and 2-bath. And so this location, as you saw in the map there, you're very close to Fiscalini and of course coastal access. Really cool floors in there. And then you've got this nice deck, and you've got some ocean views off of this one as well. And this one mentions wood-burning fireplace, and then it says downstairs you'll find an oversized single-car garage, indoor laundry, and flexible space for guests, or maybe even a separate unit. So under $1 million, you got ocean views, you're in a great location there, and you got some potential on this one as well. So that one there in Cambria. And now we're going to go up the hill a little bit here to this next one. Let's see, this one was on Broker Tour, and I didn't get a chance to see it last week, but this one is a 6-bedroom, 4 full bath and 1 half bath, 3,400 square foot home, and it's listed for $1,875,000. It's got dual primary bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms and 6 total bedrooms, over 3,400 square feet. So let's take a look and closer at this. You've got 28,000 square foot lot, and you've got oversized garage and RV parking, detached auxiliary space that can be used as office, studio, So lots of stuff here. And it also mentions one of the bedrooms and bath to become a fully contained apartment with separate entrance. So you're in West Lodge Hill neighborhood, and you're 2 blocks from the entrance to many of the Fiscalini trails. So wow, this property is extra special here. You've got a lot of space, some potential for another unit, it sounds like. And hey, it looks like it's move-in ready for sure. So location and space for sure in this one. I wish I could have seen that one. If you want to tour it, let me know. We'll go check it out. Ooh, gas fireplace in the bathroom. How lovely. Oopsie. Okay, so let's go take a look at the next one up the hill here. And this one's under $800,000. So this property, $798,000 900. You got 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, over 1,200 square feet. And this one mentions, I believe, that it's possibly eligible to be a licensed vacation rental. So that is something real nice to have. Because there are restrictions in Cambria. You cannot just vacation rent any old house. You got to check with the city and the county, actually. And it looks like they did, and this one might be eligible to be a short-term rental. Real nice thing to have. Or if you just want to live here primary, you could still probably have it that way. And it does mention that it has some separate living space on this one. So you've got looks like a 1-car garage and some nice mountain views. And this one says totally remodeled, or I should say beautifully remodeled. And it's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. So you got 2 master suites that offer views. And then let me just find this information here really quick. Split floor plan. Say that again. A split floor plan offers privacy between. Okay, start over one more time. A split floor plan affords privacy between the bedrooms and living spaces. You've got a primary bedroom with its own separate entrance and ensuite. And there's just a whole bunch of information here that would be definitely interesting to check out. Sounds like you might be able to have this separate suite where you can rent that out. And, you know, some people, what they'll do is live in primary, you know, they'll have this for their primary home or even their second home, and then maybe rent out that other extra space to provide some income. So definitely has a move-in ready feel, and it's got some double-sided gas fireplaces and lots of cozy features here, and another one in a great location in Cambria. And hey, it's under $800,000. So let's zoom out, and we're gonna move on down the line here and go over to, okay, that's Harmony. This is Cayucos. Cayucos, it looks like there is one property here. This is a coming soon for November 7th. November sounds so far away, yet it is so close, next week. This one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're gonna take a closer look. Almost 1,500 square feet on that one. One of a kind oceanfront home on studio. So let's take a look at those pictures. Oh, just one picture. But as you can imagine, it's an oceanfront as it says. So if we're looking in the opposite direction, you're going to have some great ocean views, panoramic ocean views as it mentions here. And this one is located in a private gated community. And the community is quite small. There's just a few homes in there. But I imagine the views are fabulous. $3,100,000, November 7th, coming soon. And I think that's the only one that I've seen in Cayucos from the past week. There are, of course, other listings in Cayucos. And if you want, if you want me to set up an alert or just send you a link or whatever to see all the properties available right now in Cayucos, I'd be happy to do that. Just let me know. All right, let's head on down to Morro Bay. So it looks like there's a couple here in North Morro Bay. For the first one, this one looks like it's wrapped up and ready to go. $625,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, over $1,850 for square feet. And it comes wrapped like a gift. Definitely a project for you here. That would be why you have a $625,000 price tag. And it is an unfinished remodel. You got exposed wood studs and requires completion. So you have a project here. If you've been looking for a project and it mentions that it does have panoramic ocean views, then this one's $625 there in North Morro Bay. And we head right on down here. This one is one, if you caught one of my shorts that I shared with you, I talked about this last week. This is a fixer located in North Morro Bay, and it does have some great parking space there out in front with the garage space as well. And it's got 2 levels. The main living is up there on the top. And it is a fixer, but it's got some great views there, and it's got some potential. If you notice here in the description, it does say in a prime R2 zoned location. And, again, it's got some nice views there, plenty of parking. $750,000. I'm sure that people are showing some major interest in that one. And so $750 for you right there. Now, if we head on down, it looks like we have something in the Morro Heights neighborhood. And this is another one that I talked about last week. This one was on tour last week, and it's a real nice property. Over $1 million. So it's almost 1.1. And what you get here are two homes. So you have the main home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then it has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath ADU, and they're separate from each other, but right behind. But this property is a corner lot, and that main home has real great views off of the deck and the living, dining, kitchen area, which is open here. Nice windows and beautiful natural light. But yeah, the star of the show there is you're sitting on your deck and you can watch the sunsets. You can see the rock and some of the ocean, a little bit of Cayucos, and some of the hills. So if I go back here just a little bit, this is the main home, and downstairs it had a bedroom, bathroom, laundry, and garage. Maybe some potential to do something with that as well. But then you do have this unit in the back, which is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's got this loft space up here and a little baby kitchen and just a lot of character, tall ceilings. And great if you want to live in one, rent out the other. Maybe even you don't need a lot of space and you want to live in the back house, and then you can rent out the front. So lots of options here. $1,099,000 in the Morro Heights neighborhood. That one's newly on the market last week, and that's it for Morro Heights as far as new properties go. Definitely, there's some that have been sitting around. And again, if you want information on those, let me know. I do have extra links in my description as well that'll take you straight to my webpage. You don't have to type anything in. You can just find that list like, okay, Morro Bay, click, done. So you can check that out as well if you don't want to chat with me. So let's head on down to Los Osos and see what we've got here. Looks like there are 3 properties from the past week. This one over here by Elfin Forest for $1 million. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, over 2,200 square feet. And you can see the location is pretty nice there. Let's take a look. Stunning views of Morro Rock, over 2,220 for square feet. Private cul-de-sac, tall ceilings, and it looks like this one has a few things to do. I don't know if the property is done at this point. Open concept, sizable guest bedrooms, primary suite, panoramic ocean views of Morro Bay and the foothills of San Luis Obispo, walk-in closet, 90% remodeled with most of the materials to complete the project, and is included in the sale, bring your vision, and so on. So, hey, that's kind of nice. You've got all the stuff there ready for you to go, and you can just come on in and finish it up. And, it's $1 million with some $1 million views. And so it looks like you could even possibly live there while you're finishing up the project. So definitely an interesting property to check out there in Los Osos. And now we're going to head on down here towards the Baywood Park area. This one's $860, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $1,858 on the square feet. And you got some nice parking out in front there, 2-car garage, patio. Love the arches. And this looks move-in ready for sure, $860. You got a little bit of tile and carpet combo here. And it mentions that, let's see, 3 bedrooms, 2-bath, private paved courtyard, and got a lemon tree, oversized 2-car garage. Prime for short distances to downtown Baywood Park, farmers market, restaurants, morning coffee, and more. So great little house here. Actually, I should say 1858. That's not a little house. Great house here for $860 in Los Osos. Now, if we head closer over here past South Bay Boulevard, you see this 1.2. This one is listed for $1,199,000. And let's take a closer look at this 3-bedroom, 4-bath. You got 3 full and 1 half. Nice entrance there, landscaped, beautiful. And it looks like it's got some solar on there. Luxurious living, impeccable attention to detail, high-end finishes throughout, open floor plan, and so much more. Great location here. Let's take a look at the size on this one. Built in 82, $6,250 for the lot size. So you've got some nice space. Looks like you got an outdoor kitchen, barbecue, and some nice pavers throughout. Was that a hot tub there? Yep, you got a hot tub and definitely a move-in ready, beautiful home there for $1,199,000. All right, so we're going to head out, zoom out a little bit here. And that's it for Los Osos. So we had 3 in Los Osos, 2 in Morro Bay, 1 in Cayucos. Maybe there was 3 in Morro Bay, actually. So we're going to go head on down the coast here and see what we have in Avila Beach. Okay, so Avila, there's this one for just under 1.2. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And this one, I believe, have we seen this one already? I think we have, but it is beautiful. Move-in ready. Looks very warm, natural colors, and move-in ready for sure for just under 1.2, 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, over 2,100 square feet, and that's in the Skylark Meadows of Avila Bay Estates community. So you got downstairs bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and a second spacious living area. So a lot of space, and nice location there in Avila Beach. Lots of nice open space. So if you want something for the big group, you got a hot tub, you got a garage, and lots of space for you, and some nice, beautiful views there, natural views out the window. Avila Beach, there's just a 1 there, and in the past 7 days. So if we take a look at Pismo, here's about 3 of them. It looks like they're all on the ocean side of 101. Here's one that's coming soon, October 31st, over $4.3 million. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, over 2,200 square feet. I'm just going to take a look and see if they have any pictures here and get an idea of what is it. Nope, just the one. But you do have sweeping ocean views, curated, masterfully curated mid-century revival home in the coveted Sunset Palisades of Shell Beach. So that's going to be a cool one to see when it's available, which is October 31st. That's this Friday, Halloween. Okay, let's head on down and check out what else we can see in Pismo. Here is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath for $1,150,000. It's under 1,000 square feet, and it's got a little hangout spot in front there. And let's see, what kind of, we're Shell Beach again. 2 blocks from the ocean, move-in ready. And this one is listed $1,150,000. Again, nice natural colors there, the nice tones that are the green and the beige, and you got some nice fishies there. Cute. So there's a Shell Beach home for you there, $1,150,000. And then if we go down the road a little bit, there's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. This one's 913 square feet. This one's under $1 million. And it's we've got some parking space here. Looks like it needs a little bit of love. So that would be the under $1 million price tag for you. But it is 1 block from the Pacific Ocean. And so, nice to compare the 2 options there. Very close to the ocean there. Some nice properties. Heading on down towards downtown. Here's one for $1,575,000, I should say, and it's a condo. We've been seeing this one a whole lot, and it's available right now. Stunning 3-bedroom, 3-bath Mediterranean style condo with unbeatable location, less than a block from Pismo Pier, and of course the beach. And you can see it's move-in ready. I believe, is this the one that had the rooftop deck as well? It looks like you've got multiple levels. Of course, you've got 3-bedroom, 3-bath with 1,861 for the square feet, so you definitely got some room here. Just taking a look at the fully furnished included, upgraded 1 concept floor plan with high-end finishes throughout, chef's kitchen. Just kind of looking for okay, it's got garage parking, dedicated spaces for parking. That's a plus when you're over there in that location. Security cameras, grounds maintenance, full-time resident, coastal getaway, or income-generating licensed vacation rental. So all kinds of options with this one, $1,575,000. All right, so now I do see some on the other side of 101. We'll take a look at those. There's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath over 2,500 square feet. That's just under 1.9. And then we take a look at the details on that one. This is a multi-level Mediterranean-style home offering breathtaking ocean views. Oh yeah, we've seen this one with the grand entrance, right? 1,895,000. So you got 4 bedrooms on this one, over 2,500 square feet, and then you've got the breathtaking ocean views. And then down the way here, you see there's one for $839. This is a 2-2. And this one is almost 1,200 square feet. You've got spectacular vistas of North Pismo and Pacific Ocean. And this one's $1,188 for square feet. And it looks like it's move-in ready as well for $839. So that's nice there. And then heading on down, we're going down in price. Nice. So this is in Arroyo Grande. So $639 in Arroyo Grande. This is a updated private and spacious townhome. And it's in a, let's see, Oak Park Leisure Gardens community. And let's take a look at those photos. It does say that it's updated. You got your nice entryway there, and definitely a move-in ready look. Lots of cabinet space, multiple levels, and that is under $640,000 there in Arroyo Grande. So let's head up the way here. I see one for 1.3, $1,275,000. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This one's $2,145 for square feet. It's got a large lot with stunning views of the tree-studded open space beyond your private backyard oasis. Lovely. Oh, that's just nice. Okay, so open, tall ceilings, nice greenery out your views there, the open space, and obviously move-in ready. Tall ceilings all around and loads of natural light. That's $1,275,000, and that one is in Arroyo Grande as well. And you can see if we scooch on down this way, this is where the village is down here. So you're kind of just up the next exit there. Or actually, you could probably just come down this way. So not too bad. Great location. Okay, so let's go on the other side of 101 Arroyo Grande. You got one for $575, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,256 for square feet. And so under $600,000, you got this single level home, looks like. Yeah, garage definitely needs some updates. So that's why you have the $575 price tag. But how fun would it be to come in here and put your own stamp on it? So conveniently located, single story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $575. And then over here, still in Arroyo Grande, this one is $825. You've got 2-bedroom and 3-bath. And it says it's a licensed vacation rental. So this one, tall ceilings, natural light, move-in ready. It's already a licensed vacation rental, so you've got some options there, whether you want to live there or possibly rent it out yourself. You've got a primary suite, more vaulted ceilings, and a luxurious walk-in shower, and so much more. Really nice property there for $825 in Arroyo Grande. Okay, so now we're heading on down this way, and we've only got a couple more here. Let me just scooch on down the way. So let's hit this one first, $859. This one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,885. We did see this one last week. Perhaps it was a coming soon. But either way, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,885 for square feet. You got some RV parking, it appears. And you've got that next level there for some views and some fun remodeled in 2007, so that's something to keep in mind, but it does have expanded with a separate 900 square foot studio, workshop, and drive-through garage. So you have a main home, and it sounds like a studio as well, and then a bunch of other updates as well. So let's just kind of scooch through those pictures a little bit. Real nice open space, tall ceilings, and great outdoor space as well. And then you have that extra space in the back, and then this really cool garage, drive-through garage. So $859,000, there's your studio for this property there. And you've got the possibility of rental income or house hacking, whichever you want to call it, where you live in one and you rent out the other. Maybe you just want to rent out both. Or you can always have that extra space for people when they want to come visit you because you're here on the Central Coast and they're going to want to do that. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Very close to the beach, $569,000 for the single family residence. It is 462 square feet. So you're getting a cute bungalow, as it says, a few hundred feet from the beach. And it is, let's see, it says the lot is zoned RMF, residential multiple family, and has plenty of investment potential. Of course, you've got to check with the county on all that. You always want to do that, double check. And very cute. It is a very cute little beach bungalow there in Oceano. So you've got a little open living to kitchen space. Definitely move-in ready. It's got some of the beach colors going for it. And that's for $569,000. Ooh, nice little sunroom here on the patio. And it even has a little backyard as well to go with it. So, you know, great primary home if you're looking to have that tiny home feel, or if you just want that beach getaway, this would be a good one. Okay, so let's take a look at our map and see. Make sure we don't have any more. And I'm sure that new ones have come up while I'm talking to you. And so if you want an updated link, you can comment below for that, or you can call, text, email. Happy to provide. That's going to do it for us. Those are all the new listings here on the Central Coast. And again, if you want any more information, maybe you just want to chat, or you want to have, if you even just have like a simple question, I'm here for you. You can email, call, text, or comment below, and make sure you're subscribed because we do this every week and more. So I'll see you on the next one.